What's up, everybody? Jensen Cummings here. Thank you as always for tuning in. We're talking how food truck businesses work.
Know your menu, because when I initially did it, style grill was I want to do my own thing. I want to have my own style. But with a food truck, you got to have a stationary menu. That would be one thing I would say. Have your menu in place and have the procedures that you want for your food truck. Like when we first started, luckily I had restaurant experience. I got over 30 years in it. I had my inventory. I had an inventory list put together. I had a checklist put together. Probably 2 weeks prior to me getting on the truck, starting the truck and working it, I actually got on the truck, looked at all of my equipment, looked at where my process, how I'm going to process everything, and then worked it out that way. So when the time came, it wasn't a spur of the moment or I'm doing things to hustle and bustle. I already had the game plan in place.
In a perfect world, I know I want my ticket times to be 6 to 8 minutes long because I know the window of waiting, like when you're standing out there waiting for your food, it feels like an eternity, even if it's only been 5 minutes.
It really does. It's
and
crazy,
that stacks
right?
up. Yeah, and it stacks up really fast. So I think, starting out, do you have a recommended number of entrees versus sides?
Yeah, my suggestion, I had a 10-item menu, but I'm a burger wing guy, but my stuff is a little bit more unique, so it's time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
But the wisdom was, and I hate to use this word, but I'm going to use it, dumbing your menu down, 3 to 4 items, and let that be it. And maybe do 1 or 2 side items and a dessert. Because if you want to keep that 7 to 8 minute window, you can't have 8 or 9 items on your menu. You got to bring it to at least 3 to 4 items. I had to dumb it down, so I don't want you standing at my window looking over my menu. I want you to pick what you want to get so we can get it going as well. And also another system that I use is a par cook system. When I know I'm going to go to a festival or a major event, I got to have 40 of this cook, 40 of that cook, and understand my time. I know I can't let this stuff sit no longer than 25 minutes at the most, right? So I cook enough that if I get 25 people come up, I can push them out real fast and then regroup. Again, the key thing to us was joining the Food Truck Association, because what the Food Truck Association had in place were jobs, like businesses that they already go to. And so what we did was we just piggybacked off of them. And because of the product that we put out, the customer service that we put out, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then we end up getting other calls back for going to this brewery, going here. But the association for us set us up for success.
When did you opt to hire for your food truck, as far as somebody other than yourself or your wife working on the truck and getting additional help? And was it like somebody from the restaurant that you cross-trained, or did you bring in somebody separate just to focus on the food truck?
I brought in everybody that's ever worked in my food truck has worked in the restaurant first, because I want them to be used to me, the militant me, and what I want, right? Because they got to, it's just like I said a second ago, I'm going to win. I never lose. I might learn, but I never lose. And the reason being is I bring in people that's going to capture my heart. Now I have a team that works in the restaurant first. I can sit here anywhere, and everybody always come back in. I felt like you was on the truck, man. Your team is wonderful. They're very professional. The food came out such and such because I put the time in, and me and my wife learned how to trust them as well as they trust our process. Well, my main advice is just don't lose focus. Have your game plan in place.
Yes.
Don't differentiate away from your game plan, and learn from these lessons. Don't call them losses, because you're gonna run into some roadblocks. You're gonna run into some things. Take a step back, breathe, write down. I've got a notepad. Every time there's a lesson learned, I need to write it down so that I don't. So if I have to revisit or I see it again, okay, I've already went through this. Let me go through my notes and see how I handled it this time. Because you got to know that you're not going to always be the one on the truck. And when something happens, they have to be able to maneuver as quickly as you would. So have a game plan in place, stay focused, and don't give up.